Om Sthapakaya cha dharmasya sarvadharmasvarupine avataravarishtaya Ramakrishnaya te namaha. Yathagnir-dahika shakti Ramakrishne stita hiya Sarva-vidya swarupam tam Sharadam pranamamyaham. Namah Shriyati Rajaya Vivekananda Suraye Satchit Sukhasvarupaya Swamine Tapaharine. Namaste to you all. We are still in the introductory part of Gita, and so far we have just seen what is Bhagavad Gita and the whole scriptural diagram of our Hindu culture. When we come to Bhagavad Gita, we have already seen it contains eternal principles governing all lives in general and human life and human destiny in particular. Because we are concerned, and Krishna is telling to Arjuna, making us all the target of receiving his message. So human existence, human life, human destiny is most important part of the Bhagavad Gita, which we have to aim at. And it gives us the knowledge of the laws governing even material world. Not only our life part, but whole world is governed by nature and the laws governing everything, how the whole creation comes into existence, how it is sustained, all the material aspects, the movements within, the rajas part, the sattva part of cognition, all jivas are cognizing, understanding, all these aspects of law, akasha, vayu, agni, how the material aspect comes into existence, how the tamas, how the mind and senses, subtle aspect of creation, all these are shown to us in Bhagavad Gita. And various aspects of divinity, life, material world, laws governing, and divinity. When we come to the divinity, we see this world. Behind this world, as the substratum, stands the divine. We must understand what is substratum. Like the space for all things to exist, space doesn't get affected or interfere. Space is the substratum for all the objects within it. Like God is the substratum and He pervades everything. Second aspect of divinity, important, immanent aspect. The transcendental aspect, immanent. God is pervading everything. See, only in Hinduism, all aspects of God are brought into picture. Otherwise, each religion is taking up one of the aspects of it is sufficient. Whether you take Dvaita or Advaita or God with form or without form, you will reach the goal. That is sufficient. But Hinduism, what is the speciality? Whatever is there in the universe, at any level, anywhere, is there in Hinduism. So Bhagavad Gita, we get all these aspects of God as the substratum, as all-pervading, as governing power, which is governing the projection of the nature in it, Nature, how beautifully nature is taking care of everything. Everything is in cyclic order, including our lives, birth, death cycle. The trees come and go, leaving the seeds back. Vegetation continues to exist. Water cycle is there. It rains. Again you operate in rains. Everything is taken care by nature. According to our karmic load, the pain and suffering and joys and pleasures we derive, the bodily existence coming into existence, everything is nature. Nature is also clearly described. This unconditional, unconditioned and unlimited existence of the divine. It is unconditioned and unlimited. It has no limit of form or power or this, that, no limitations of any type. So that from ancient times, the humans have been adoring as God. That is the one of the subjects that is dealt in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita, we see the life, including human life and its destiny, then all aspects of the material world and of the divine. The whole picture of the universe and the beyond are brought into picture. And this has made the saints and the sages to equate it to the Vedas. Vedas give the transcendental realm, how the manifestation takes place. All this, the Vedas are the final authority. And all these saints and these people, acharyas and even incarnations themselves, we see giving it the highest status as Vedas. Why I am instituting Vedas is it includes all aspects of God. All other scriptures of religion is true and sufficient to reach God. But all aspects of God are not brought into this picture. So here we see the truth, absolute truth, the ultimate truth, and truth at every level, to the gross physical level, is always shining in the Bhagavad Gita like the gems in the golden ornaments. All aspects. We must have those eyes to penetrate and see the vast Bhagavad Gita. We just read and go. No. We have to, that chewing the cud after the cow grazes and comes back. Whole night it will be sitting in one place and chewing the cud goes on. Like that you must practice chewing the cud. And this, the supremacy of Bhagavad Gita is brought up in the end of the Bhagavad Gita clearly and beautifully. That's why that Om, it begins with Om always. Bhagavad Gita, Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam onwards. And every chapter ends with Om Tatsaditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu Brahma Vidyayam Yoga Shastri Upanishadsu. It's equating to the Upanishads, that is the Jnana Kanda of the Bhagavad Vedas. Vedas have Karma Kanda, Upasana Kanda, Jnana Kanda, when we take subject-wise. So the Upanishads give us the final verdict, final thing, reality. The truth is this. Bhagavad Gita, Upanishadsu, Om Tatsaditi, Srimad Bhagavad Gita Su, Upanishadsu, Brahma Vidyayam. Vidya, so many Vidyas are there. Medical is there, engineering is there. In our secular world, arts, science, commerce, and Brahma Vidya, which makes you transcend. All other Vidyas make you entangle in the world of Maya. There is one Vidya which you can live joyfully, uninvolved, unaffected by the joys and sorrows, independent of your bodily existence, and be in the transcendental realm also. The total release from the bonds of nature. Nature's law do not apply to you. Mukti means you are not bound by the laws of nature anymore, exempted from the laws of nature. If you want to continue your life here, you can continue for thousands of millions of years also. Or if you want to remain in the transcendental realm or trans-relative existence, anywhere you can remain in. You can, if you cross the 3 chakras, the Karma chakra, Niyama chakra and Kala chakra, 3 chakras in which we are the vyuha, chakra vyuha of the Mahabharata and all. Like that, we are in the chakra vyuha of the 3 chakras. For Karma chakra, whatever I do, I have to suffer. Niyama chakra, nothing can be the cause and effect. Whatever is effect must be there in the cause. So the cause and Kala chakra. If you transcend this, you can enter the other universes also. That much of freedom. But it needs great sacrifice. You have to pay the price, that's all. You can enter into any realm, but where is the will to put at least in this life, if we can transcend our bodily existence and get a spiritual experience, it is sufficient. We will know most of the things, all doubts will fly away and everything comes into. So, Om Tat Sat, this is Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Upanishatsu, Brahma Vidyayam, we will discuss it in detail. Brahma Vidyayam, Yoga Shastre. It is a way in which I am going to unite myself with God, Yoga Shastre. Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvade. It is a samvada between Krishna and Arjuna who represents the Jivatman and Paramatman. Then, Om Tat Saditi. What is this Om? An important expression in the Hinduism, the Om. Om, when it is put behind anything, any object, the moment you put behind any object, its material aspect is eliminated. Its spiritual existence that is supporting it, pervading it, giving existence to it, alone is emphasized. Emphatically it is identified. When you say Rama is Dasharatha's son, like all of us. We are children of my parents, our parents. Like that, Rama is son of these parents. If you say Rama. When you say Om Rama, this material aspect, including the bodily material aspect, is taken away. Is God there? He is the independent of. When you see independent of an avatara, independent of bodily existence, he is the Lord of the universe. For us, if we see ourselves or any jiva independent of bodily existence, is the absolute existence or a part of the Ishvara, inseparable part of Ishvara. Or I am the absolute, I am Brahmasmi. But avatara, independent, it is Lord of the universe immediately. And one with the absolute, of course, one with us within. He is the Antaryamin within, the indweller in us. So the Om, the association with Om, anything, you will see that it is giving an entirely different picture. All the material aspect is eliminated. The spiritual alone remains. When the material aspect goes away, the spiritual remains. This is the main principle used in the worship of idols and images. Whatever you worship, every object you can worship as God, provided it is Om behind. You are seeing that in the background of God, in the background of divinity, in the entirely different background. We don't see in the background of divinity. So the Om application, and you see every mantra begins with Om. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. Any mantra, because Om is the source and culmination of the every mantra. Mantra originates from the transcendental. To take you to the transcendental limit, it appears in the world through a guru, and it takes you to the transcendental realm again. Like you are in a prison house and somebody is putting hand from the window and slowly dragging you outside. Like that, the mantras is the source and end of mantras is, and of all jivas also. We all, our origin and culmination is the absolute existence. Yato va imani bhutani jayante, last time we saw. From where all these beings are coming into existence, in which they survive and into which they go back. So that is the source, and the Om is the source and end. Why is this Om? Om symbol, not this symbol. The symbol is used, but Om is associated always with it is indicator of something beyond. Because whatever Om is representing cannot be conceived by mind, cannot be perceived by senses, cannot be discerned by intellect. So, Vangmanatita, speech cannot explain what is that Om. So it's an indicator, like the electricity is there. They put a board with a skull and two bones. Danger. That sign is a sign of danger. Danger cannot be seen. If you touch only, you will know what it means. So there it is, the sign indicating something which cannot be seen or perceived so easily. So here also, Om that we write or Om that we utter is a sign of the transcendental reality, the absolute reality. Association with any object takes us to the transcendental realm. So this Om is the source and culmination of the universe, of we all, of all the mantras, and there we see it is eliminating all aspects of, just you utter Om in some of the sadhanas, they ask you to go on repeating Om. With what intention, what understanding will you repeat? Just like repeating any word, cow, 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 are you going to repeat Om, Om, Om? No. It is Anusandhana. You bring the picture of the transcendental, from where everything, I can't understand it. I'm stretching myself beyond all my understanding to understand what is that Om. With that Om, every chapter begins and every chapter ends with that Om. The Om is applied there just to shift our vision from the worldly vision to the divine vision. The whole Bhagavad Gita, when you hold in your hand, oh, this is something sacred, which is a key to the transcendental. I don't know how to unlock. It is like somebody has donated you an helicopter. You don't know how to enter inside also. Even if key is given, how to open the door in the flights when we go. You can see how much complicated it is to open the door itself and sit and fly. Like that, very difficult to understand that. Now, at the beginning and end of Bhagavad Gita, look at this, not with the eyes of the world that you are seeing. It's not a story book. It's a book that is going to take you to the another realm. This is a key to the transcendent, everlasting life. This is the key to eternal life. And how this Om represents that. Treat this, know it what it is. It is like a medical book in the hand of a child. He is able to read now ABCD. He will read MED, medical. You can read only letters. He cannot understand what it means. Then he learns to read the words, then words meaning, then collective words, the meaning conveyed as a sentence. Then ideas flow. Like that is Bhagavad Gita. We are entering. We are accustomed lives after lives to see everything, including ourselves. View of ourselves, our own view of ourselves is in the worldly background. Everything we have seen till today is in the worldly background. Even sadhana we are doing in the same worldly background. Calling on God, understanding God also in the worldly background. Krishna doesn't want that to happen. No, my child. No, this is not the way. You have to look at the world also with this spiritual background, as divine as the background. So we are accustomed to have everything see in the raga dvesha, attracts and aversions. Attractions or aversion, likes or dislike, or neutral. This is beyond that. This is Ananda Sagara, Sachidananda Sagara. So the view of we have to change our whole view. Slowly we must develop seeing the divine in this world, divine within ourselves, within the mischief-making children. The mischief of the children is only superficial. It comes and goes. Inside is the divine. Seeing the waves of the ocean, the storms raising the waves to 40 feet, 50 feet. Don't you see at the depth is silence and unmoved water? Can you imagine the silence at the depth? Looking at the surface, turbulence of the surface. So this, everywhere can you see, independent of the external, then you will understand. Once you recognize, somewhere, get a link to the divine, you will see what you are avoiding, to see the mischief of the child. Mischief you are avoiding, to see the child, divine in the child. Now mischief also is divine. Good and bad goes away. Man and woman difference dissolved. All the ages, this, that, right and wrong, righteous and unrighteous, all go away. One divine awareness. Only love remains. This vision is represented by Om. Om, when you say Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita, so Om, that Om is what you have read now, Iti, what you went through the first chapter, Om Tat Saditi Srimad Bhagavad Gita, so Upanishadsu, Brahma Vidyayam, Yoga Shastri, Shri Krishna Arjuna Samvadi, Arjuna Vishada Yoga Nama Pratamodhyaya. Whatever you have read now in the first chapter is look into with the eyes of, we are accustomed to see everything in the eyes of Raga Dvesha. Now you see with the eyes of Jnana. We are ego-based, I am seeing. Now I will remove that divine-based, God-based. My life must go on with God as the center of our existence. Now I am changing the whole background with the Om. Om is giving entirely different picture of the world of myself. Om myself, imagine. Independent of all this bodily existence, my relationship to the world, my holds and releases, all this, beyond all that, is the pure Ananda Swarupa of yours, Atma Swarupa. So this Om, here when we see the emblem Om, it is a hole, a sphere. The sphere is split into two. It becomes two spheres, half, one over the other. You can see one sphere appearing as two. And this two is the Om. The Chit Shakti and Chaitanya separate when the creation comes. And you see a Om here. And behind is the wavy formation of the creation, Srishti. The Om. When you write Om in Sanskrit, there is two halves, one over the other. The one has become two, Chaitanya and Chit Shakti. It is like at Ajna Chakra. And from there the whole universe is emerging, it is wavy motion of the creation. Aparanada, from where Akasha, Vayu is, everything is going to emerge. The whole management is taken over by the Chandra Bindu. Chandra Bindu represents always nature, moon and star. That's what you see every night in the darkness, Chandra Bindu. Always, even on the Shiva's head, Durga's head, you see Chandra. It represents moon with a star, always represents nature, Prakriti. So Prakriti is managing the whole universe. The Om, how beautifully it has come, you see. The Om, two halves, and the wavy motion, the creation coming up, the wavy motion, and nature taking care of everything. See, whole aspect, this is the symbol used to represent the Om. This is symbol. Anything in your world, anything that attracts you, captures your heart or mind, anything, and you can give attention, makes you focus your whole attention on that. You can focus, you can love it, that you can worship as God. Just put Om behind it. It becomes an object. Every object in this universe is an object of worship through which you can transcend the limited world of your five senses and mind and enter into the transcendental. Anything. Be it a child, a person, an object, a river, a tree, anything. If it can capture your mind, you can see the divine in it just by eliminating the material aspects. My vision I am changing to penetrate into the object and see the divine. So this is what Bhagavad Gita contains. We will go discuss this Om Tat Sati Bhagavad Gita Su Upanishadsu in next class in detail. So for today, I am giving you small bits of half an hour, but since we are doing it every week, it will be a continuous. One thing is, the subject matter is continuing, and more than that, our relationship is continuing as devotees of God. In all your hearts is shining the same light which we are trying to think over and attain. All right for today.
Question. Here is the first question from Anuja Ravindra. Can you elaborate further on the two spheres, Chit Shakti and Chaitanya of Om?
it takes a long time. But anyway, imagine the whole universe going back into the causal form. Just like we sleep every day and wake up, the whole universe goes to its causal form and remanifests. This is called Srishti Sthiti Pralaya. We are having Nitya Pralaya every day. My existence is separating from body totally. I am entering into a different realm of existence unrelated to my body and my things. I am not aware of the world or body. I am entering little by little backward, leaving all the layers covering me and becoming one with the universal consciousness, again projecting back to the waking state of identifying with one and other bodies covering me, to the waking me. Similarly, the whole universe goes back to its cause. Just like I am with this body, I am identifying with this body. There is a cosmic person who identifies with the cosmic existence. There is in my body, there is a small cell. Millions of cells are there. Each cell is a living being. It has independent life its own. One RBC, one WBC, they are all independent cells living. They don't know me. What I eat, what I drink, nutrition, what I inhale, oxygen is reaching them. They don't know where from the food is coming. But I know the cells, every cell. If cell is sick, if there is pain here, immediately I respond. Oh, there's a pain. Because I know them, they don't know me. Same thing, we are the cells of the universe. We don't know the one who is pervading the whole universe and says, I am this universe. When I pervade this body alone in waking state, I get the pain of every cell. Otherwise, when I am asleep, I don't get the pain in my hand at all. I am separate from it. When I pervade in waking state, I identify with God remains identified with this universe at all times. He is the cosmic consciousness. I am individual consciousness. Vyashti Chaitanya, Samashti Chaitanya. It's a person, God is a personalized God. When we go to the absolute, in which the whole universe with the universe person dissolves, we call it the absolute existence. That absolute existence, impersonal God of Hindus. And the universe, the consciousness that pervading the universe is Paramatman. Pervading the individual body is Jivatman, Paramatman, and Brahman, the Absolute. This universal consciousness, individual consciousness, absolute consciousness. This is a person. Personality is there. Sarveshwarta, Sarvajñatva, and all these are. Just like cell do not understand me, we don't understand God. But we have the nature has given us that much of intelligence and understanding that we can penetrate into nature and transcend and go back beyond. When the whole universe dissolves, everything becomes energy, Shakti. When I sleep, body doesn't belong to me, it belongs to nature. I leave and go. But when universe dissolves, it's a part of the Ishvara, the whole universe. We are all parts of universe, Ishvara, as spirit and as matter also. So when the universe dissolves into its cause, then the whole thing becomes energy. Energy and matter are interconvertible. We have seen many times E is equal to mc square. The energy, the whole thing can be converted into matter, can be converted to energy, energy can be converted into matter. Precipitation. See, according to latest quantum physics, you can see every particle of the universe is missing every moment and reappearing. It is becoming energy and reappearing as matter. It is oscillating between matter and energy, which we call it as Radha and Krishna. The matter merging in Chaitanya and Chaitanya again precipitating. Radha and Krishna is manifestation. Radha is mergence back. Bhakta is merging back in the Lord. So anyway, here when we see the whole thing is becoming energy, when the pralaya comes, we don't feel any pain or thing. We just, our body disappears. Like when we are sleeping, it disappears from our consciousness. Everything disappears. Individual consciousness becomes the universal consciousness. This is called the Lord floating in the, Kshira Sagara. Vishnu. All Jiva's consciousness together is Ishvara's consciousness. It is going to remain. Conscious is going to remain. When I sleep, also deep sleep, my consciousness will remain. Body only I am transcending. Here body becomes energy, Shakti. And Chaitanya come together and we call it Lord sleeping on the Kshira Sagara. And on the Sarpa, what do we call? Vasuki, is it? Shesha Sai. The Shesha is always represents the process of involution, Nada Loka and Naga Loka. Naga represents always the process of it's entering into a something, back, entering back is Naga. Emerging out is Nada. Creation is a Nada. Going back to the universe is in a dissolved state is shown by the Naga, on which the Shesha, on which the Lord is sleeping. All Jivas are together as Vishnu. They are a Chaitanya aspect of the every Jiva is sleeping in the ocean of consciousness. Individual consciousness are joined together, and as a cosmic consciousness merged in the cosmic consciousness, it is floating in the absolute existence. Because the karmic load is pending of the jivas. Now matter joins together and becomes energy, Shakti. This Shakti is Chit Shakti. When the universe dissolves, the whole thing goes back to a Bindu. That is the Bindu in the Sri Chakra, and which dissolves back in the absolute. As it dissolves, it's like a river entering into the ocean. It starts expanding. This expansion is called Paranada. The withdrawal from the universe into Bindu is called Aparanada. Aparanada becomes Bindu. From Bindu, Paranada emerges out. And Chit Shakti has three aspects: Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti, and Icha Shakti. Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. Three powers. Icha Shakti is dissolving, has dissolved already. It's going back. Icha Shakti. Kriya Shakti is coming to an end. It has Bindu and it's slowly expanding to become one with the Chaitanya. Absolute Chaitanya, Shuddha Chaitanya. It is becoming, merging back. Just like when I sleep, my individual, all my powers become one with the Chaitanya and merge. Power to speak, power to understand, power to talk, all these are merging back. Like that, all the energies go back. Now this expansion, slowly, wavy, it is slowly trying to merge. Only Jnana Shakti will remain. Jnana Shakti will be carrying the knowledge of the ending phase of the universe. How many jivas were there? What were their karmas? How, when the creation comes back, how it should come back. Just like when I sleep, all my knowledge, everything disappears. My tendencies, my desires, everything disappear. And it will remain in the seed form in causal body, Karana Sharira. When I wake up, again it presents back. So this process happens at the cosmic level also. All knowledge of the whole universe will remain as knowledge in the consciousness, not in memory, not in mind. Mind is not no more there. Mind is matter, disorder. It remains in the Chaitanya as one of the aspects of Chit Shakti. And Kriya Shakti dissolves, Icha Shakti dissolves, Jnana Shakti will remain as pure knowledge in the Chaitanya. To have for the beginning of the next session, and becomes one with the, because it is knowledge, it becomes one with the Chaitanya. Nothing remains. All is calm, absolute peace, absolute bliss, Ananda, Ananda Sagara. It's Sachidananda Sagara. When the creation, next creation begins, here the Chit Chaitanya has become one with, Chit Shakti has become one with the Chaitanya. The power has become one with the consciousness. Consciousness has powers. Icha Shakti, Kriya Shakti, Jnana Shakti. And that has become one with the Chaitanya. No creation is there. When the creation comes, first this Jnana Shakti awakens. This Jnana Shakti is what we call Sharada, always. Sharada remains. Thakur says, this Holy Mother, Sharada is that Sharada. We don't understand what is that Sharada. We know the Saraswati aspect of within the creation, but not the transcendental. When the whole universe dissolves, there remains a knowledge to recreate. That knowledge is Sharada. Now this dissolution, slowly it's separating from the next creation. The Chaitanya and Chit Shakti had become one, and it is slowly waking up. Ripples begin, pulsations begin, throbbing begins. This throbbing or pulsation that begins creates small wave ripples. These are ripples of love. First formation of creation is love. Lovingly it separates. This is the splitting of one into two. We can see if you put a bean seed, how that one seed slowly opens into two, and then a shoot comes from within. What a beautiful thing you see. One becoming two and giving rise to the multiplicity. So this is the Chit Shakti separating from the Chaitanya. They form as Om. This is represented by the Om, two split. And then they emerges. Just like in the seed, the germination is there. This wave behind the Om is that Om, that creation, creative process, wavy creation. That is Aparanada. This separation with the wave, it is slowly, as the ripples are forming because of the throbbing of the Jnana Shakti. Jnana Shakti is throbbing, and Kriya Shakti is waking up. Movements. The ripples of love are becoming waves. In that waves, the motherhood of God appears to become infinite. I want to become. And that immediately shrinks, because duality cannot be there in the absolute. It shrinks back to Bindu. This is the Bindu of the Sri Chakra, from where all other creations begin, multiplicity begin. So this Bindu becomes Aparanada by expanding itself, because in Shuddha Chaitanya there cannot be duality. To create a duality, she expands herself into universe. One is love at the beginning, and this is self-sacrifice. This is told in the Purusha Sukta as giving Bali, sacrifice. Purusham, the Purusha, the Chaitanya is given Bali there, as if she is giving herself. This Chit Shakti is offering herself So the whole universe is standing on two principles, love and sacrifice. All right. All the best to you all. Om Niranjanam Nityamanantarupam Bhaktanukampa Dhrita Vigraham Vai Ishavaram Parame